Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to show you the most overpowered Minecraft dungeon setup that I have personally found yet. Let's jump right into it. So starting off first, Fangs of Frost. Now these hit very quickly because they're dual wield low damage weapons, but they also slow mobs automatically because that's just what's on their unique ability. And I ended up getting a roll that had 3 radiance. It might sound dumb, but the way triple radiance works is your percentage for it to happen is still 20%, but it will triple the amount of health that you get every single time radiance occurs. So with having that almost makes you completely invulnerable when you're in the middle of a group of enemies hitting the entire time, especially since it hits so quickly, radiance will happen more often. Onto the armor, I ended up getting mystery armor that had plus 50% artifact damage, and you'll see why that comes in handy in a second, and 35% damage reduction. So I'm already taking less damage while I have triple radiance on the fangs. And I ended up having snowball, which will stun enemies near me, and since it's completely maxed out, it shoots a ball every second. Thorns, which will do 200% damage back that was dealt to me to the enemy that dealt it. And potion barrier, which will make me almost invulnerable for a short period of time after using a potion. Now onto our bow. The harp crossbow might not seem like it's extremely powerful because it just shoots 5 arrows at a time in, random directions basically. But since I have ricochet on it, growling on it, and accelerate, over time with that accelerate it shoots very quickly and it ricochets pretty often since there's 5 arrows that have the potential to hit, so all of those can ricochet at the same time. And if enemies are far away, we're doing even more damage. Now our first artifact is the Death Cap Mushroom. If you're somebody who likes to go in and just destroy enemies at close range, this is the best thing you can have because you do increased attack speed and movement speed the entire time. Mine's a 105, so it's 13.5 seconds of just domination basically. And it only has a 30-second cooldown time. So if you have something that get your cooldown time significantly shorter, or you have 2 mushrooms, you can basically use in the entire game. Now this is what gets really overpowered for ranged. This is the Torment Quiver, and with the bow that shoots out 5 arrows at a single time, the Torment Quiver will have 5 arrows that all go in one general direction, which can completely delete an entire group of enemies off of the map in one shot, and you have 3 every time you use the arrow if you don't have infinity. And since it gathers souls by itself and you have to spend souls to use it, it basically regenerates itself back up, especially on the final level. And whenever it's not ready to go and you go into a battle with your triple radiance fangs, you're getting souls like crazy. And the last thing is the Gong of Weakening. So I've noticed every time I use it, I do triple damage to the enemies because it weakens them, decreasing their damage and defensive capabilities. And in my information that I have seen so far, it means you're doing triple damage. So these fangs that do 730 melee damage are now doing 2190 damage per hit with radiance, so you're not going to die when you're meleeing. And if you have the mushroom on, you're meleeing 2 to 3 times faster, and you're doing your triple damage. So it gets extremely overpowered. This is the setup I personally used when defeating the final boss in the game on the absolute max difficulty that the game allows. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have fun watching the rest of the video. See you guys next time.